easy for you guys. All right, we're all good? Okay. So we start, of course, with the external ear. What part of the external ear is this? The lobule, the helix. Together, it's also known as the auricle. Okay, external ear is all the way in. So altogether, it's auricle, but this is the helix, the lobule, and then here we have our. You might want to come on this side, Jonavan. It's
Yeah.
come on over. I don't want you to direct your efforts.
Nah.
I guess I'm the associate producer, so.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Okay, go on this side.
Okay.
There you go.
That's it.
All right.
Can we close this?
Yeah. Okay.
That's gonna be on YouTube.
Oh, very good. We can't wait. All right. So again, helix, lobule, all together, auricle. We're heading in here. What's this section?
Auditory canal.
The external auditory canal, and then we finally reach this guy, which is your tympanic membrane. Okay. So essentially now we get past that to go into the middle ear. So we can take this out for now. Okay. Now we have only two of the ossicles right now. The way the model is, we have two of the ossicles. So in order, what I do is I find which one of these bones, this little red line right here, is the synovial joint. Which one of these two is actually connected to the back of this tympanic membrane? Well, it looks like it's this one right here. So that's our malleus, which connects to this next bone, which is your incus. Where's the stapes? Here it is over here. It's also sometimes known as the stirrup. So, back of the tympanic membrane, malleus, incus, stapes.
Mallet, the anvil, and the stirrup.
But I'm going to use those terms. Okay, now here, what tube is this? That's your auditory tube or eustachian tube, right? Okay, now that takes care of the middle ear. But one thing to point out, you can't see it on here, but the stapes is plugging into this little oval depression. There's where the oval window is. Okay, so if I'm pointing sort of like at the bottom of the stapes, I'm pointing here, and say name this, it's oval window. If I'm going to point to the stapes, I have to be out here. Okay, now we have the internal ear. So actually, you know what? The way you guys are going to see it on the test is going to be like this. So I'm not going to open up on the inside. So let's use this one. There's three sections to this. There's the cochlea, the vestibule, and semicircular canals. Now, it's easy to see the cochlea, right? Snail shell thing, right? It's easy to see the semicircular canals. So what's left? Oh, no. The vestibule. Right, so think of the vestibule, you see it two different ways. This whole middle section here is all vestibule. Or you could see it like, from here down to like there. That's all vestibule. Now, look at that little round structure on the bottom part of the vestibule. What's that? It's round.
The round window.
It's the exit. It's the round window. Okay. So let's go back. First, semicircular canals. Now, I'm not going to have to, you don't have to do anterior, lateral, any of that. Just normal semicircular canals. But you notice where the canals are plugging into the vestibule, we have these widened areas, these dilated areas, right? We'll show both sides right here too. Right here and here. That's the ampulla. EQ receptors in there. Now, you notice there's like a bump right here and another bump right here. This is your utricle of the vestibule. This is the saccule of the vestibule. Now, if I'm going to point these out, because they're kind of close to each other, I'm going to try to get it as far apart as possible. So if I'm going to point to ampulla, I'm going to make sure I'm on the semicircular canal. If I'm pointing to the utricle, I'm going to be close to the semicircular, but not on it, like right here. And if I'm pointing to saccule, I'm going to point it down at the inferior end down here. If I'm pointing to this and say, name this part of the internal ear, it would be vestibule. Okay? On the test, always, if you're not sure, definitely ask me, do you want the whole structure or this specific structure? If I say part, it means overall. If I say structure, it's specific. Okay, so again, semicircular canals, ampulla, vestibule, utricle, saccule, round window. Now over here, of course, our cochlea, And then we have our two branches. The thick branch going into the cochlea with these striations is the cochlear branch of vestibular nerve 8, and this is the vestibular branch of vestibular cochlear nerve 8. Wait, is that everything on that?
Yep.
It doesn't feel like enough.
Oh, there could be more,
more?
but since you guys are not getting a lecture, I
Satchel.
chopped off some stuff.
Should go.
Okay, so that's it for the year, unless we have any questions, complaints, concerns. Oh, one question.